EvE has taken like a weird turn here in the development. CCP just monetizing the shit out of everything in the game. I am just one of the biggest fans of EvE, and I had to shun myself away from it. It was like heroin. I couldn't get off of it. It was like a drug. It was like the most lethal drug to me. I played it for 8 years consecutively, and finally I just had to unplug from the game because I lived in EvE for a very long time. Now, it didn't have a plague of monetization. The Plex system, which is basically a system they have that basically is an in-game way to buy a subscription with the money in the game directly, was just being introduced. And I played with Plex, the Plex cards in the game for quite a long time. And then I think I quit sometime in 2013, 14, and just never looked back because I knew if I went back to EvE, I would never escape. And I love the game. I love everything about EvE. It's just one of those games that's such a classic title for me and gives me so many different vibes. Here we got an Obsidian Ant video where it talks about EvE Online players are protesting against the continued monetization of the game. The latest pack contains a fully fitted and ready mining ship, allowing players to skip hours of gameplay for a fee, which goes against the very core of EvE. When you can just pay to play, you put down them bucks, you put down that cheddar, and you skip over the immense amount of skilling that's needed to fly ships. This spits in the face of the actual core, beautiful thing that is EvE in itself, which is the skilling and that prestige you get when you finally get to the point when you can fly something because you've skilled it for weeks or months or even sometimes years. And I am not kidding. That is EvE Online. To be able to buy something and skip all that is a direct violation of the trust that we put into EvE and the gamers that play EvE, and that is just a big no. And over the years, they've done some really cool things, like take the graveyard out there, I can't remember the name of the system, and make a monument to it. They've done some cool things where we talked about like a Zephyr that was in wormhole space that had like a really cool description that David Bowie Spaceman was flying, from the lyrics of Spaceman. So very cool that they're putting that in. But this, in terms of monetization, not cool. They're doing some very uncool things that I haven't liked over the years as well, where they're just going crazy with these skin packs. Skins. And I'm like, since when did this fucking turn into like Fortnite? Like, why is EvE all of a sudden like Fortnite and you got different skins for ships? What the fuck is this about? That's not the EvE I remember. And so it's going off course. It's not staying true to the very thing that keeps it going. And that's definitely a problem. So let's watch this. Let's see what's going on.
Players are turning against the EvE Online developers, but players are entitled, right? Well, that will depend on who you ask and how you look at it. Of course, being entitled can also go both ways. Sometimes games developers are also entitled, and on the few occasions that does happen, it's usually because developers are taking their community for granted. Take for example the current situation with EvE Online, where a segment of the player base are especially unhappy with developers' CCP. The discontent surrounds a new product that CCP have started selling for EvE Online, which just so happens to contain a fully fitted ship. So yes, any brand new player can instantly get into mining for the low price of $19.99. To be perfectly clear though, and perfectly fair here, this isn't the first time that CCP have done this. They have sold other ships in the past. They've also sold skill points. Players then have finally had enough of all this and are...
Wow, they're selling skill points? Wait a second, what? What? I didn't have a clue as to that they were selling skill points. What the actual fuck?
Starting to protest. A quick look over on Twitch and you can see the percentage of people involved in this protest.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's certainly not an insignificant percentage. Here then is a closer look at that message.
How can you play this game now when they do that skill injectors? Fucking A, man. Like, how can you take this game seriously anymore? How can you take this game seriously anymore? The fuck?
It says, warning, this video game will attempt to monetize your gameplay. You do not need to swipe a credit card to buy a spaceship. Learn more at the following website.
They fucking succumbed. They succumbed to it.
The website lists the concerns that the players are actually having right now. If you want to read the full message, you can find a link in the video description below, but let's read that first paragraph just to get a broad overview. For the past few years, CCP Games has systematically dismantled key mechanics relating to EVE Online's economy. Basic ships for basic combat have become more expensive and require more materials to build. With the scarcity, these materials have become harder to procure, and though scarcity's end came at the end of 2021, things are still scarce and the economy has yet to rebuild itself. But fear not, CCP in their infinite wisdom has decided that the way to solve the developmental challenges that face them is simple. They just give us spaceships for a fee. The general concept here then, the general overall broad concern is twofold. Firstly, that there's a slippery sloping operation here. It's not a slippery slope fallacy, it is actually a slippery slope, at least it seems to be that way. Basically,
dude, they're going to fuck up their economy so bad. Their economy that was like the most pristine, real fucking player-to-player fucking interactive economic warfare experience that there ever was. They done fucked it up now. There is no way to reverse this unless they get rid of all this shit. Get rid of the skill injectors. Get rid of this bullshit where you buy the ship. They're trying to take on model that is not going to be fucking compatible with the game itself and the mechanics of which their fucking economy is the backbone and the fucking reason why people play this. I'm getting so fucking upset. God damn it. I'm getting so upset. I'm choking on my own fucking spit. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I mean, who the fuck is running the show over there? Are you kidding me? Are you a fucking idiot? You're going to ruin your game and you're not going to make any fucking money because people are going to leave in droves. Who is the motherfucker? Direct me to the motherfucker at CCP that's making these fucking decisions happening, because these are bullshit fucking decisions that are going to ruin the fucking game that I love, that I haven't connected to in such a long time, because that's how fucking addictive the game it was. Do you understand how successful this fucking game is? How long this game has been here? It has stand a fucking test of time because the economy is the goddamn backbone. The economic gameplay is the goddamn backbone of this game, and the player retention relies upon the fucking economic gameplay. Always has, always will. And if they find these little fucking loopholes that undermines the fucking backbone of it, they're going to crumble. That backbone will fucking snap in half, and they're going to lose all their goddamn money. So please, somebody, take this video and share it and direct it to the goddamn person that makes decisions at CCP. I cannot even fucking watch the end of this video right now because it is such a stupid thing. This is stupidity on a level that has not been seen in game development since... Never mind. Listen to me. I'm done talking about it. It's game over. This is game over. I'm telling you right now, if this shit continues, since right, they're getting too greedy. When you get too greedy, it fails because people see the lack of the passion that brought it to us in the first place. It opens up a black hole that sucks all the passion away because people can see the greed, and that's all that is visible anymore. The passion gets sucked away in a void because people would rather make that quick buck and lose the long-term viability of the business model that stood the test of time for years upon years, decades. This game has been around for 20 years. And people still play it. And they won't anymore because of this bullshit. Direct this video to the guys fucking making the decision at CCP so they can see this with their eyeballs, hear it with their goddamn ears. And let me tell you, if it's multiple guys, one dude, if you're watching this right now, you're fucking this game up. You're fucking it up. I can't deal with this shit. I get so pissed off. I get so pissed off when I see this shit. It ruins the entire fucking... It ruins the whole purpose. Do you understand how addicted to this game was that I had to shun it? I had to disconnect. That's how successful this game was. This game was so successful, so consuming that I had to abandon it. I had to go to a clinic to get myself off of it. I had to go to the Betty Ford Clinic just to get off of EvE. Fucking A. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's goddamn ridiculous. Pepe, get me out of here, Pepe. Jesus Christ.